What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I thought I would do something fun and go over the movies I'm planning on seeing in the second half of the year. Now, I don't see nearly as many movies as I play games, right? I play so many different kinds of games. When it comes to movies, I'm picky, and yet, I will watch things, but I don't really watch too much. My movie tastes are a little bit different, definitely not for everybody. So I thought I would do a video like this just to kind of go through the list, even for myself, right? And of course, I want to hear from you guys. What movies are you planning on seeing in the second half of the year? So I have the Wikipedia page is over there, so I'm going to be kind of looking at that and going through the months and talking about the movies as they come. We'll try to kind of rifle through because there's an okay amount that I am at least interested in. Starting with Thor: Love and Thunder, obviously comes out, well, depending on when you guys see this video, this is obviously the closest one, right? We're going to be seeing it, actually going to be seeing it with my family in Niagara Falls. I'm very, very excited to see this movie, and I hope it's good. I mean, again, pretty basic, I'd say for most movies when I go to see them, my expectations or what I want to see are really not all that insane. Now, of course, I can leave a movie feeling disappointed or okay, this movie did something awesome. But for Thor, really, it's just give me a good time. It's kind of what I was thinking for Doctor Strange. I really didn't know what to expect all that much for Doctor Strange. And that movie, I walked out saying, solid. I didn't love it to death. I didn't hate it. It was a solid movie. I liked a lot of parts of it. It was very Sam Raimi, right? But Thor is really the same thing. Give me the movie, and hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's got some emotion. Hopefully it doesn't throw Thor by the wayside in replacement of Natalie Portman. Like, there are concerns I have, but I am obviously excited to see this movie. And then we fast forward to August in Bullet Train. Now, this is one I don't know if I will see it. It comes out the 5th. Now, my wife's birthday is on the 4th, so I don't know when I will see this, if I will even see this. But the trailer for this movie has gotten me, excited. It's very, I don't know how rare it is, but, for me to not know about the movie at all, okay? Literally not at all. And then see a trailer for the first time and be like, that actually looks pretty good. I may want to see that. That doesn't happen for me all that much. It really doesn't. Bullet Train is one of those examples, though, where I didn't know Brad Pitt was doing it. I didn't see any behind-the-scenes stuff. I didn't hear about it. And maybe it was for Scream. Maybe it was around Scream time. Maybe it was Uncharted. They played the trailer for Bullet Train. I was like, wow. This looks fun. This looks different. So, and I'm kind of interested in it. So that it really doesn't happen. Now, I don't know. Again, it takes an okay amount to get me out into the theater. So I don't know if this will do it. I'm really the only one. Also, my family, Christy doesn't want to go see it. So if I see it, I'm seeing it by myself. That is a detractor for me. That's something that would probably hurt the odds of me seeing it. But it's definitely one that, especially if the reviews are like, hey, this is just a fun time, that would help. That would definitely help. Then we go all the way to October. So again, picky. I don't care about a lot of movies. It's just the kind of person I am. You go to October and we get to Halloween Ends. Now, the only reason, and I'm dead serious, the only reason I want to see this movie is to see if it's god-awful, like I believe Halloween Kills was. I could not believe how bad Halloween Kills was. I actually liked an okay amount, a seriously okay amount, Halloween, the original, 2018. I actually enjoyed it. It was fine. I didn't think it was some incredible, godsend or anything, but I did enjoy it for what it was worth to me. And I'm not the biggest, I love the first Halloween. It's a classic. It's a legendary film. But the Halloween franchise has never really meant all that much to me. Halloween 2018, fine, solid, good, whatever. Halloween Kills, what in God's name happened there? Now, I did an entire review, I think on this channel, on Halloween Kills, and it didn't do, it did a lot of views. It also got a lot of hate, but it got more people that agreed with me than the hate. So I'm overall very happy with the people that are tolerant, the tolerant Halloween community. But that's why I'm excited for Ends. Literally for no other reason than, will this movie be a gigantic train wreck? And that may easily be enough to get me into theaters. The thing is, October is a month for the gaming side of my life, which is a bigger side than movies. October is literally nuts. It's got 8 to 10 games that are huge, that are coming out all within a 3-week span. So I'm going to be quite busy, plus Halloween, plus, just general things. So October is going to be busy. I don't know, if I will see it, but I definitely want to. And I believe the week after is Black Adam. Now, this is one, I will circle this. I'm excited for this. The trailer, like the first time I saw, like the new one, the one that they showed, I think for like Summer Game Fest, or the one they showed about like a month or so ago, that trailer is pretty okay. Now the first time I saw that trailer, I was like, this is really good. The trailer is really good. I've seen it a couple times now, like 3 or 4 times. It's not nearly as good in my opinion. The more you watch it, like it kind of falters. But I am excited, legitimately excited to see The Rock like try to pull this off, and hopefully he does, because I really think they can do some fun stuff. I respect The Rock. I respect what he thinks of like the current DC universe, like with Superman and stuff. So hopefully his input into the franchise can like get other things going. I really hope so. Like with Henry Cavill coming back, let's say. So that's a big part of it as well. Like, can Black Adam help arrange the rest of the DC, universe? I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it will be able to, but I am excited to kind of see this anti-hero kind of tale. So this may be after Thor, the next, most anticipated one that I got. Then you go to November with Black Panther, Black Panther 2, basically. And this one, Marvel has lost, and I've been very kind of like open and upfront with it. I don't think it's like a complete, dog heap all of a sudden. But it is, or it has lost a lot of the luster that it had. Factually, since Endgame, I just have not been into it nearly as much. Again, like Doctor Strange was cool. Spider-Man No Way Home, I think, is the best thing they've done. But that was like I mean, the percentages is up to you. But like Spider-Man No Way Home was awesome, absolutely. But Sony influence there too, right? The shows have been, in my opinion, all over the place. I really liked Loki. Everything else was WandaVision was good to start, and the ending was pretty disappointing. So Marvel just doesn't have, like, for me, and maybe it's just because I'm getting older, whatever the reason may be, it's just I'm not as into it. Thor, I am excited for. I'm moderately excited for this Black Panther movie, but not all that much. One thing that is a kind of a turnoff is everybody had said, like, when Black Panther had came out, it was almost like it was the second coming of Jesus Christ, right? Everybody was saying how this is like the greatest thing ever created in cinema, and the reality is it was a pretty average film. Like, I liked some parts, and there were some really, really good parts. Some of the CG, though, was absolutely awful. It was a very generic-y feeling, like a normal Marvel movie. Nothing wrong with that, too, if that's your kind of thing. But it wasn't, like, the greatest thing of all time. And I had heard that a lot, and that got so annoying for me to hear that I feel like that's tainted my opinion on it. Plus, of course, not having Black Panther himself, not their fault, but it is their fault that they're continuing on without him, right? So I will end up seeing, like, there's no doubt I'll end up seeing this movie, but I'm not like skipping up and down the street, super excited for it. This is on the lower end of excitement for Marvel movies. And then we're down to the final 3, all of which are all over the place, really, with my excitement level of them. So you have Avatar 2, or The Way of the Water. Avatar, it's not exactly the same as like a Black Panther, but it's actually reasonably close, where it's like the first Avatar movie did things that other movies could never have even, tried in terms of the visual department, okay? I'm not here to sit down and tell you guys like that it was nothing special in that regard. The visuals, the technology that was used in the first Avatar, it's insane. And I think it's going to be very similar in this one. I think it's going to push movies in this genre, not even necessarily in the genre, movie technology and style. It's going to pave the way, okay? Now, having like 5 Avatar movies, to me, I literally laugh at that idea. But here's where I stand on the rest of Avatar is one of the most generically average movies I've ever seen in my life. I don't think there's really anything special about it besides what I just said. So, with that being said, I feel very similarly about this one. I don't think this one is going to be the greatest thing on planet Earth. It will be talked about as if it's the greatest thing. That will probably turn me off from it. Now, with that being said, it's going to be a gigantic movie. There's going to probably be some positives in the movie. I hope so. I hope that it's a good movie. And so I am not, against the idea of seeing it. It's almost like I just have like a vendetta against it, where it's like I don't like hearing that the first movie was like the greatest thing ever. It was in the technology department at the time, but like besides that, it was in my opinion, it was an average movie. So we'll see about this one, but obviously, I couldn't make a video like this without talking about Avatar. Next, which I think it comes out, well, let me look at my, I think 5 days after, is Shazam 2. Shazam 1 was good. I've never watched it after the first, which is not uncommon for me. Normally, unless it's like the franchises I love to death, I'll normally only watch a movie one time. So for Shazam, I only watched it the first time. Definitely thought it was good. Thought it was fun. It was like a fun film. Don't really care to see it like ever again. I'm pretty harsh actually when it comes to movies, except for like my franchises. But even my franchises, I have strong things to say as well. But for Shazam 2, I am excited. I guess what I'm saying is I will see this movie. I'm not expecting, really, actually, it's the same as Thor or like Doctor Strange. Just give me a good time. I really don't care how, up and down it'll be. I don't think it'll be the greatest thing ever. If it's the same as one and just more of one, that's fine. Fine. It's not going to make me say this is like the best movie I've seen all year or in the last 5 years, whatever. It doesn't need to be, though, right? That's a thing that's kind of important to say. The final one, which I really know next to nothing about, is Babylon. This is the one starring like everybody under the sun. Like Margot Robbie, I think Brad Pitt, Tobey Maguire, Samara Weaving. I mean, the reason I care about this movie simply is because of the long cast. I feel like when you have a movie that just has, like, I think Oppenheimer, right, by Christopher Nolan, has very similar, like, it's just got like 30 big name people, which is like they'll have to be in it for like 5 minutes and you'll have to kill them off or get them off screen. Like, I don't know how Babylon is necessarily going to work with all, like, there's legitimately maybe 12 to 15 big names. They can't all be main characters. It's impossible. So you're going to have some of them be the leads and some of them just kind of come in and out. So I don't know anything about this movie. I know its name. I've clicked on it before. Like, I've read up, like what you can, I guess, find on it. Interesting enough. But I guess also you have to put like an asterisk with this one because I believe it's limited. It comes out Christmas Day, and it's a limited release. I think it comes out fully everywhere January 6th, so or like the first week of January. So, I mean, it technically releases this year, but also technically next year, right? Depends on, I guess, where you are, if your theater will show it. But that one is moderate. So, to be honest with you, the biggest movies, the ones I was most anticipating throughout the year, were all first half movies. Scream, The Batman, even like Sonic 2, Uncharted. Those ones, Uncharted, like, love it or hate it. But like that was the most anticipated ones. The second half, Thor is definitely up there. Avatar, I want to see kind of what happens with it. Halloween Ends may be the most, like, I'm the most into, not because of the quality, but because of, well, what could go on the other way. So that's my list. I skipped over numerous movies, though. Okay, numerous. So I want to hear from you guys. If you did like this video, I can definitely, do it maybe every so often, right? Every half year. So when we get closer to January, we can talk about the first half of 2023. Let me know what you think. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on tomorrow's video.